I believe that the mindset is what the school should inculcate, but not the tools, because tools can be learned. A tool is a tool at the end of the day. What is the right mindset for somebody entering into like a highly competitive market or a fast growth market like EV? So there are certain mindsets that the fresh talent has that is very important, or that is very advantageous for them when they start. And then there are certain strategies or certain mindsets that the old talent have that are hindering them. So what are the key mindsets or key advantages the fresh talent has over the existing talent that they can use to leverage and grow faster in career? Companies and the ecosystem rewards people who switch every 2 years as per data.
Mm.
That's the one, they're the ones who make the best bang for the buck. So when that is the case, and then this loyalty and all of this is sold like a lollipop to all these Gen Z's, but then when the company goes through something, they lay off, there is no emotion, it's just business. So why is it that when they do, it's just business? It's something that we are unable to accept. How long before they figure out this is what they want to do? Like before they enter 30s, they should be able to figure out. Also, they have a lot of choices, but I believe that what we teach should be the mindset rather than the tool in
Tool.
itself. I believe the Gen Z's are different because our generation, probably one generation earlier,
Mhm.
so for about 14 years, right, give or take. So we were in a situation where we had to take up jobs whether we liked it or not.
Ye-
So I'm writing a book called Data's Destiny, which is talking about exactly how services companies need to reinvent,
Mhm.
which says that the current packages that they offer is not sufficient to stay in a tier 1 city. All
Correct.
services companies should move to tier 2. That is one part of it. The second part of it is when you move to a tier 2, right, the number of opportunities you can move is very very limited. People who come to metros tend to have a bigger aspiration for life when they move from a tier 2 city to a tier 1 city, right? Companies that are very well defined and structured roles, right, there work from home or remote is possible because the role is very clearly defined, especially for freshers, right?
Mm.
There's a lot of peer learning that happens that is not taught.
Ye-
Problem is also huge. Like, say for example, TCS employs 6.5 lakh people. They're a major employer, okay,
Yeah.
but we have 1 crore graduates coming out every year. Which company will be able to absorb this many? It is more like a cook or a maid kind of a job. There is no significant upside. You are, because trading time for money is
Mhm.
the bottommost level of pyramid.
Yeah.
For a maid or a driver or a, let's say a security guard,
Mhm.
what is the upside for them in their career? I'm totally against this financial literacy of saving to become. Actually, school and college dummifies a person from an entrepreneur perspective, right? So this thing, the whole mindset, it's about learning new things and growing. The growth mindset and learning new things is the whole thing. The problem is when they say learning, they associate it with exam. It's not exam.
Exam.
It's not exam. Learning is just learning something new, like learning a new language or learning a new route to go to office.
Correct.
That's it. It
Correct.
has got nothing to do with
Do with
examination.
exams.
So that's where the learning comes with a lot of stigma. So like save your way to richness.
Mm.
Okay. No, you are the best asset to invest.
Needs.
Highest investment is first figuring out how to earn more
More
for yourself.
self. To
Like
say.
all the entrepreneurs, none of them own their houses. Okay, they own their companies. Millionaires own houses, billionaires own equity. Elon Musk did not become a billionaire,
Billionaire
richest
wise.
person by putting in mutual fund. Jeff Bezos did not.
Ah.
Nobody ever became rich by saving money. There is a formula to get rich and a formula to stay rich. And real estate is a very big ploy, as in, it's a big game to get for a fresher, right?
Yeah.
You are your biggest
Yes.
asset. Are still a set of people that believe ki my work will speak for myself. What kind of skills are required and what kind of skills need to be put upfront so that somebody like you will be able to identify a young talent and then nurture them, or you see say 25 sales reps working under you, and then suddenly you this banda se kuch hai, then you handpick that guy and then give him better opportunities and all. For that, what kind of skills are required? The sales guys are wartime leaders.
Ha.
You need peacetime leaders for grown companies.
Yep.
To what are the skills you look for when you're looking at a young talent to handpick them? And then what are the skills that are required at a mid level for them to be successful? And then what are the skills that as an entrepreneur are helping you? So what are you guys teaching in college that is impacting the students well-being? How do students take when you academicians only mentor them? Do they take it in the right? Education institutions have the infra, have the money, have the processes and tools, okay, everything. And companies have the know-how. When we marry both of these,
Yes.
then what happens is there is a predictable outcome out of that. Yep. And there is a talent pipeline that he can bank on. Recruitment officer is aaj ka kana. Industry Connect is kal ka kana. It's the organizational DNA that is driven from the top.
Yeah.
So from the top, if the founder or the chairman of the college kind of believes that this is how I want to run my institution, that is a kind of college you would want to partner with. Picking your right academic partner is more critical for you to see success in all these things. And you hire from IIM or IITs, right? This is a common thing that I've noticed.